Okay, before we adjourn, one final presentation to make, and I'm going to call up Mr. Smutok for it. Mr. Smutok, for those of you who don't know, teaches technology education. He likes to say that they've gone through this evolution where once upon a time, it was Grandpa's workshop, and it's no longer Grandpa's workshop. They are using equipment down there that I don't even know how to turn on, much less operate, much less teach other kids to operate. We have become, here at Uxbridge High School, whether we want to or not, whether he wanted to or not, the center of attention from a lot of places this year. I mentioned 36 schools have come to visit us. There are 7 more coming in June and July. Whether it's our schedule, the way our teachers work together, or the way we've designed pathways for kids, we're lucky because we get to model opportunities for kids that we think are just the best that they can be. And every single time that we've needed someone to present a class, provide students, or share what's happening in the classroom, where admittedly I can't be much help, we turn to Mike Smutok. A few months ago, we were Project Lead the Way School. It's the program we use in engineering and biomedical science. They have a national mentor teacher, and he came in from Missouri to give us some feedback, and as he left, he spent a couple of days here. And as he left, Brent, he stopped in to see me before he left just to say, hey, thanks for having me in, but you don't need me. I said, well, what do you mean? He says, you guys have an absolute rock star up there. He might be the best one I work with in this country, and he travels all over the nation meeting with tech ed educators and engineering teachers. So everything we've asked this year, whether it's a new piece of technology, a new course, or an idea, Mr. Smutok here steps up, does what's asked, and then some. So most importantly to me is that when kids leave his class, they're doing it with skills that are going to lead them to success anywhere, whether they go off to college or they decide to go to work. In this room right now, we have a state champion in an engineering competition. We have students who've earned credit at colleges from the classes they've taken in his classes. And after that, and most importantly, let this sink in for a second, kids who've told me that his class is the reason they come to school every day. So for that, somebody who's an academic and likes to think he can talk a good game in a lot of classes, I can't do it in his. He's consistently committed to improving his craft for the kids here. It's not for him. And everything that we ask him to do, he says, we'll give it a shot. Even if in the back of his head, he's thinking, that guy's nuts. So in that spirit, it's my pleasure, it's our pleasure to present our Educator of the Year Award to Mike Smutok. And now for his favorite part, he gets to speak.
Go to work. No, thank you very much. I come here and I just try to come and do my job for the students. It wouldn't be possible without administration that supports what we do, superintendents that support what we do, other teachers in this building work just as hard as I do, spend just as much time here after school and before school and everything as I do. So this is for all of them as well as for me, but thank you very much.